Congressman Paul, I want to show you the video that got the most votes of all the video questions submitted to YouTube, and this one comes, as you can see, from Brandy and Michael in Spencer, Indiana.
There's growing concern among Americans about the size and the scope of the federal government and its infringement upon state and individual rights.
If you're elected president, how do you plan to restore the 10th Amendment, hold the federal government only to those enumerated powers in the Constitution, and allow states to govern themselves?
Congressman, what's your answer for Brandy and Michael?
Well, obviously it would take more than one individual, but the responsibility of the president would be to veto every single bill that violates the 10th Amendment. That would be the solution.
Anything else there? You got a little time left.
I'll tell you what, that is the subject that is crucial because government is too big in Washington, D.C. It's run away. We have no controls of spending, taxes, regulations, no control in the Federal Reserve printing money. So if we want government, whether it's medical care or whatever, it's proper to do it at the local level as well as our schools. But there's no authority in the Constitution to do so much of what we're doing. There's no authority for them to run our schools, no authority to control our economy, and no authority to control us as individuals on what we do with our personal lives.
Thank you, Congressman.
All right. First of all, what we're talking about is candidate names and questions about foreign policy. Tell us what you've analyzed.
Here's what, Shannon, we took a look at all the questions submitted about the foreign policy issue and said which candidate's name was mentioned most in a question about foreign policy. As you see on the graphic behind you, Ron Paul, far and away, the candidate who gets the most mention when it comes to foreign policy questions.
All right, so with that data in mind, Chris, that seems to be the issue he likes to talk about the most.
Well, let me say one thing first about that. Ron Paul just blew up the spot. He just blew up the entire debate. With that answer on the 10th Amendment, he blew it up. So what you see in this poll is this. Folks at home, I'm sure what's going on right now, they said, I love what that guy just said. I mean, he spoke to the heart of the Republican issue right now. And they said, I love what that guy just said. But then, later in this debate, Ron Paul is going to say something about foreign policy. It's going to have those same Republicans that got all fired up about that answer go, nukes for Iran do what? And they're going to back off a little bit. So it's the double-edged sword for Congressman Paul. There's a lot of support in those 79, but I bet a lot of the people have concerns because they like his domestic message, but it's harder for Republicans who like a strong defense to take it the other way.
Yeah, they want to get some answers.
is going to destroy this party if they keep it.
That's a horrible statement.
I'm sorry, but this Ron Paul is going to destroy this party if they keep